Did you know the real reason behind Sandy Munro's sale of his Tesla shares? Tesla news is always big news. It appears as a headline even in famous TV shows, and much more so in web publications as well as different social media platforms. Consequently, anything, or in this case anyone, involved in the leading electric vehicle company, including its shareholders, is being kept an eye on by many. In today's video, you will realize the real reason why Sandy Munro sold all his Tesla shares. Tesla is an American automotive and clean energy company that designs, develops, manufactures, leases, and sells electric vehicles. It is referred to by many experts as the leading EV company. On April 20, 2022, Tesla reported Q1 net income of $3.3 billion, a quarterly record exceeding Wall Street estimates, as revenue surged 81% year-over-year to $18.8 billion. This, among other news that made it to various news headlines, might just be the reason why people want a piece of Tesla. Among numerous Tesla bulls is Sandy Munro. However, unlike others, he let go of his Tesla holdings. This move caused a lot of speculation to go around. Sandy Munro is a frequent speaker and advisor to some of the world's top executives on implementing change and innovative development strategies. Although he began his career in the automotive and aircraft industry, he has worked extensively with global corporations of all types, along with their suppliers. Sandy's experience and insight cut across virtually every segment of the manufacturing industry, which gives him a unique advantage in the area of technology transfer. Sandy began his career as a toolmaker in Windsor, Ontario, and worked his way up the ranks to designer and eventually became engineer manager at Valiant Machine Tool Company, a world-recognized specialty tool company. He eventually joined Ford Motor Company and shifted roles from the machine tool and automation designer to manufacturing engineer. When he met Dr. E. Deming, an American engineer, statistician, professor, author, lecturer, and management consultant, his entire career changed. In 1988, Dr. Deming convinced Sandy to leave Ford and start his own company, which became Munro and Associates Incorporated. Since that time, Munro and Associates Incorporated has helped manufacturers of all types of products, from airplanes to toys, appliances to medical devices, and automobiles to electronics, to save an estimated $50 billion and retain or return to North America hundreds of thousands of jobs. With this kind of cast expertise, it is no wonder that each move he makes causes a stir. In this case, the sale of his entire stake in the leading electric vehicle brand. People had been antsy when they got wind of this news. Indeed, why did the automobile manufacturing expert sell his Tesla stock? Has he lost faith in the EV company's potential, or was there another reason? However, he explained this in an interview and shared what he thought about the future of Tesla. In recent interviews, the automobile manufacturing expert explained his actions and talked about the future of Tesla. So why did he sell his Tesla stock? Is he still optimistic about Tesla? Others suppose that since Munro and Associates work on vehicles from a variety of manufacturers, being an investor in one company at the expense of others does not appear well. Sandy Munro sold all of his Tesla stock and had no other vehicle investments to keep an appearance of independence. In the said interview, he explained that he felt it necessary not to own any stock in the company to show that he is an unbiased observer of the company and product assessor. While this makes sense, some remain cynical and say that, like Musk, Munro made the announcement to make it to the headlines. Some say that Musk and Munro are made of the same paper of a page, since they both welcome controversy just to make the headlines for their respective companies. Still, Munro's statements about still having faith in the EV company's stocks make sense, since he has quite a history with its controversial CEO himself. Do you agree that this move by Sandy Munro makes him an unbiased observer? Let us know what you think by leaving a comment below. On a different note, Munro said that Tesla is at least 10 years ahead of the competition in implementing upgrades to production cars on the fly. According to the engineer, Tesla produces a product that's probably 90 or 95% there and employs a strategy of essentially waiting till people complain and then swiftly modifying things. In fact, it can be noted that just last year, Munro ranted against the stupid and biased treatment of Tesla FSD. He said that Tesla is the best and the leader in self-driving and driver assist. He insisted that it is insanely stupid for NHTSA and Congress to go over Tesla for its self-driving. It is the U.S. shooting itself in the foot if they slow down Tesla's innovation. Munro argued that combustion engine cars have far more fires than EVs. Self-driving and driver assist are making and will make cars safer. This is the best way to radically reduce 1.3 million deaths per year from cars. Although the engineer decided to sell off his shares, his faith in Tesla shows as he continuously gives updates about the company through his various media platforms. In fact, Sandy Munro, through Munro Live, recently announced the upcoming teardown and analysis of the made-in-Texas MIT Tesla Model Y, equipped with Tesla's 4680 type cylindrical battery cells. It was mentioned that Munro & Associates has already purchased an MIT Tesla Model Y in Florida, so it might be one of the units sold by Tesla from its existing inventory. According to the said video, the project will start right away with the new battery pack, which is the single biggest change applied to the car. Hopefully, the analysis will give us more info about Tesla's latest battery, which in the case of the MIT Tesla Model Y is estimated at over 67 kilowatt-hours usable capacity. Interestingly, some of the roughly 800 cells inside the pack will be available for sale. Pre-orders are already being accepted, but the price is quite significant, $800 per unit. Tesla currently produces the 4680 type batteries in-house in the US, but as we know, there are also other suppliers preparing for serious production. Panasonic already ships samples of the new cells and builds production lines. LG Energy Solutions announced a production line, and Samsung SDI is rumored to build a pilot line. News of Tesla's bullish factor, battery technology making itself known across states, along with the news of the Japanese Panasonic plant coming in the next year, broke the web. A longtime Tesla collaborator, Panasonic is expected to invest in new equipment and to produce the 4680 battery. The investment is said to be around 80 billion yen and is equivalent to approximately $704 million. According to some speculations, it may expand the existing Japan plant to produce said batteries. The new battery, structural pack new cells, is of course not the only area of interest, as there are also things like mega casting in the front and rear, as well as potential other innovations that have not yet been discovered. That said, Sandy Munro is bullish that numerous avid Tesla enthusiasts will see the removal of the battery pack out of the car, together with seats, which in the latest Model Y are attached to the top of the pack. In terms of megacasting, an interesting related presentation will be about IDRA's gigapresses at IDRA's plant in Italy. The one for the Tesla Cybertruck is expected to have a 9,000-ton capability. It is a well-known fact that Tesla started and continued the construction of the Tesla Gigafactory despite the dilemmas the world faced. With the mission to accelerate the world's transition to sustainable energy through increasingly affordable electric vehicles and energy products, the Tesla Giga Nevada's construction was implemented. Tesla's Giga Nevada, referred to as Tesla Gigafactory, is a lithium-ion battery and electric vehicle component factory in Story County, Nevada, which is expected to be the largest building in the world and powered by renewable energy to achieve net zero energy. This structure is meant to solve Tesla's battery crisis. This Gigafactory is said to have a planned footprint of more than 1.9 million square feet, which aims to ramp up production to 500,000 more cars annually. Overall, even analysts and investors, all with countless years of experiences below their belts, have varying ideas on Tesla and its stocks. While some focus on the company's potential and set aside numerous hiccups, others see those roadblocks as a huge stopper on the company's success. A fact that nobody can argue, though, is that the stock market is as unpredictable as it can be. Everything remains as educated guesses, predictions, and speculation. For more Tesla stock content, visit our channel and watch our other videos.